What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of Ødegaards Odyssey. This is episode number 8 and we're going to start today's episode off, guys, by taking a little look at the squad report, as it is the first of the month, and we will take a little look at the stats of Martin Ødegaard, as it will be interesting to see how he has grown. And of course, in the last episode we did move to Birmingham City from Real Madrid on loan, and it will be interesting to see how this season does pan out, and hopefully it will be better than the first season with Recreativo. We have only been here for 1 month with Birmingham, and because of that we haven't played too many matches yet, and that is exactly why we've only grown in +1 in ball control. But in today's episode, guys, we will be playing our final friendly here, which will be against Gent. I believe that's how you say their name. Probably completely butchered it, but they are a Belgian Pro League side. And then we will also have a game here against Brentford in the Capital One Cup. And we will also have a game here against Middlesbrough in the Championship. We should be able to play all of these 3 games in today's episode. And maybe we will even have time for this match against Blackburn Rovers. We'll have to wait and see how far we get in today's episode. For the match here against Gent, we haven't been picked for it, and that's absolutely fine. In some ways, I would have liked to have played this match with Martin Ødegaard, but it doesn't matter too much, as it is a friendly, and in some ways, that's a good thing that we are going to be simming it. Although I'm glad we're not playing in this match, I'm still hopeful that we can pick up a good result, as it is a friendly and it would provide some good self-esteem for the squad. And we end up losing to the Belgian side 2-1. They got 2 goals in that game, all from the same player. Duffy scored for Birmingham, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, and we get a loss in our final friendly. We have been picked for this first round Capital One Cup match against Brentford here, guys. And we are going to be going into this match hopeful that we can pick up a win, because, well, Brentford, they are actually a Championship side, I do believe. But I'm still confident that we can get our first win with Martin Ødegaard. So here we go into our first competitive match with Birmingham City, and we are playing against Brentford in this match in the Capital One Cup, of course. It is the first round and it would be nice to get a competitive debut win. Now that we are with Birmingham, I'm going to be playing it a little bit more safe than I normally would, and hopefully that will actually pay off and we won't have such a terrible rating, and we have a good chance here. Maybe play our teammate, but the pass wasn't the best. It was a really bad first half. We didn't have any chances. It was the first time I've ever played a FIFA match, and there wasn't even a single shot on target or off target. Absolutely terrible, really. And I think you'd expect that from our first match. Still trying to gel with our new teammates. That is a lovely bit of play there. All the way to Wes Thomas. Is he going to be the hero for us? And no, Wes Thomas can't score with his left foot. And it's a really, really boring game that's all of a sudden just burst into life. Full time in this one, and it looks like it's going to be going into extra time now. We had some golden opportunities to win the game late on, and so did Brentford, to be fair. They had some good opportunities, but overall it was a very boring match, and in extra time we need to get a goal, otherwise it will go to a penalty shootout. He seems to be the man that's creating everything for us, and now we're going to pass it again to our teammate, and he's going to pass it again, and they've taken a shot there, and it's very unfortunate we've not been able to score from that. Penalty shootout it is then against Brentford in our first competitive match. Apparently it was one of the most boring games of FIFA ever, but I promise you that that wasn't the case. There were so many chances for either side, and now it's going to be penalties. Packwood for us. Is he going to score the penalty? Yes, he does. Straight down the middle, and the American does well there. Now it's Brentford's time. Are they going to score their penalty? Here they go with Coutinho, and can Randolph save it? Nope, down the middle again. Demarai Gray, the youngster now for us. Will they be able to score it? And yes, he does score it right down the middle again. A lot of power on that one. Is he going to score it? Wow, that was a lovely chip down the middle. Wes Thomas, the danger man, our number 10. Will he let us down, or will he score his penalty? And he scores it down the middle. That is a really good penalty. Will he be able to score it? Yes, he does. It's been a really good penalty shootout so far. And now it's Ødegaard. Don't miss this one, Ødegaard. What a penalty that is by the young Norwegian. And we are still in front here against Brentford. Jota going to be taking the penalty. He stutters. And that was a good penalty by him. Katdrop for us this time. We cannot afford to not score this penalty. We've got to make sure that we score it. And we hit the crossbar. Tebar now for Brentford. Will he score? No. We managed to save it, and Randolph is the hero. Davis, please score it, and he has managed to score it. If he doesn't score this one, we are going to be winning this penalty shootout. And it's Randolph with 2 saves in the penalty shootout. We missed the penalty in that penalty shootout. It wasn't us. We converted ours with Ødegaard. But it is Randolph that makes 2 crucial saves there. And of course the new West Ham goalkeeper. I can see why West Ham have brought him, because he is an absolutely quality keeper. And what a penalty shootout that ended up being. So in the next 4 matches, they want me to get a minimum rating of 6. They also want me to create 1 goal and create 3 chances in the next few fixtures. We have been picked for this match against Middlesbrough. We're going to get into it, make our championship debut with Martin Ødegaard, and maybe get a win in our first match here in the championship. Here we go, Martin Ødegaard. And they're leaving me with loads of space. I'm going to take a shot there. And it is blocked, but it has gone out for a corner. And we get a good chance there. I'm going to go ahead and request a sub here. It's been a really boring game once again. It's been very frustrating. So we are now off the pitch. So I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the match. We were getting very tired. And I'm pretty sure we were tired from that previous match against Brentford still. So unfortunately, we end up picking up a loss from that match, and it looks like we ended up losing 3-0 to Middlesbrough. How did it go so wrong in that match? I have no idea. Went off in the 60th minute, 30 minutes later, they got 3 goals, and we end up losing our first match. To be honest, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be continuing this series or not, because it's very, very boring. It's tedious, it's the same matches, there's no variety. And for that reason, I think I'm going to stop this series. Not because of the support it's getting brilliant support, don't get me wrong. But I just don't know if it's a series I want to continue. It's very boring playing in these matches, and 9 times out of 10, nothing ever happens in them. Regardless, we do have a match against Blackburn, and of course, once again, we have been picked to play in this match. And to be honest, I'm just hopeful that we can actually pick up a bit of a better result than in that previous match where we ended up losing 3-0 to Middlesbrough. We'll just have to wait and see. How many times have I already said this in this episode? Another boring first half. Nothing happening. I don't know what's going on. But seriously, it's just a goal drought at the moment. We're not even getting any chances. It's really, really bad. We're having all the possession in the world, but then we're not even having any chances on goal. It's just not good enough. What can I say? I'm just terrible at this. I really can't play my player, and that is certainly clear. I was blaming my teammates at Recreativo. I certainly can't be blaming my teammates at Birmingham. I'm just really not good at my player. I think I should just stick to manager mode, to be honest. I mean, that really does say it all. I lose the ball more often than I actually win it back, and that just says it all. I'm not good with my player. I'm not good with just controlling one player. I prefer controlling the whole team, and I think because of that, we might have to end this series. It's regrettable saying that, but I'm really not too sure what's going to happen at the moment. Right guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and if you have enjoyed this episode of Ødegaards Odyssey, then of course feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help out my channel guys, and it shows me you are enjoying this series and you do want it to continue. Also, let me know in the comments down below, would you guys like this series to continue? Because for me at the moment, although it's getting some awesome support, and I can't thank you guys enough for that, I'm doing something at the moment that I'm not necessarily enjoying. It seems a little bit repetitive, a bit tedious, and a little bit boring. And that's probably because I absolutely suck at my player. And even with a little bit of practice, I'm still not that good at it. And maybe that's a sign that I should just stick to manager mode. Either way, guys, let me know in the comments down below, as it will be interesting to see what you guys think. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.